be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Ryan Wu. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every fourth or fifth day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Comes up empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
The 1-0. And a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. Puts it away for the out. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And the 1-0. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. Brian Wu with the strikeout. Woo-hoo. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Verlander, the tall righty, 42 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That's to third. Chapman over to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1 out, base is empty. That one
Ball
missed.
2. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Juan.
And now it's Juan Soto. 2 for 5 to finish out the series on Wednesday. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around second is Ramirez. Coming home. He will score. The Yankees take the lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Judge waits, and Judge spoils that one. Next pitch way upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And that's in the dirt. Runner at second here, 1 gone.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
There's 1.
Out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Bryce
Here's Harper now.
Harper.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
First pitch just misses.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Soto stands at second with 2 gone. That clips the corner. Just missed. Man at second. Swinging a foul out of play. Caught him looking for the K. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. Yankees 1 and the Giants nothing. Back in the Bronx,
Leading off for
second
San
inning
Francisco,
set to
the
go.
left fielder,
And now
Elliot
Ramos. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. On the ground right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Willie Adames stands in. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Tying run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Grounder might be two. Feed to second, that's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So digging in, Ferrar Encarnacion. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Merrill has this one sized up, and that is that. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, we head to the bottom of the second. And stepping in for the Yankees, Francisco Lindor. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That misses. Going to count 1-2. And that's outside. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. And trying to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit, takes outside. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. You got a backdoor breaking ball. Really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
First and second, one out. Brenton Doyle digs in now. Hit on the ground might be 2. Wisely to second, and that's 2. So no runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 left. We head on down to the top of the third. Yankees 1 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Wu back to work. On the ground out to short. Lindor on to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting it, the catcher, number 14, Patrick Bailey.
So up next, Patrick Bailey. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Just missed.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He got a pitch to hit right there, but he couldn't catch up after all the off-speed to start the at-bat.
Yeah, they pitched him backwards, as they say. First 3 pitches were soft, so he had no timing on the fastball. And you're right, that was a hittable pitch that he swung right through, but it was the setup from the pitch sequence before it that allowed it to be so effective.
Brett Wisely, the next Giant to hit. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two outs, base is empty. In the air, right field. Judge is under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they make short work of him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Yankees 1 and the Giants nothing. Back in New York as we go to the last of the third. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Chisholm Jr.
That one fouled off. Rip towards third. Chapman over to first in time. One up, one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Jose.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ball popped up. Wisely pulls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Juan Soto. Doubled his first time up. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here is Aaron Judge. And Judge spoils that one. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Check swing, called strike. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Runner on the go. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 1-0. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
0-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Chapman gets a piece there. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Fly to center his first time. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lamont
Here's
Wade
Lamont
Jr.
Wade Jr. Struck out swinging his first time. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Wade, 31 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. And the righty deals. Runner on the go. The 1-1. Runner goes again. Fouled off left side. Man at first, one away. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next pitch is outside. Stays alive. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a good eye there. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Judge pulls it down, and there's two gone.
The batter, the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Here's Elliot Ramos. He's 0 for 1.
Let's go, Yankees. Show 'em how it's done.
And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. Foul ball there. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And midway in the 4th, Yankees 1 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
John
the
Shelby
Yankees,
and Chris
the
Singleton
first
with you.
baseman,
And
Bryce
leading off the bottom of the 4th, Bryce
Harper.
Harper.
Let's go, Harper.
That catches the outside corner. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That's
Ball.
inside.
That's inside.
And that
2 balls,
skips into
1
dirt.
strike.
Get out of here, Giants. Go back to San Francisco.
That one
3 balls,
misses.
1 strike.
And now 3 balls and a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in
Now
the box.
batting,
You
the
can see it
shortstop,
right there with such
Francisco
tight plate discipline.
Here's
Lindor.
Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Here comes Harper around third. The relay throw. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And the batter now, Yainer Diaz. And he's already singled in this game. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Man at second. Line drive. Encarnacion makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackson. Merrill.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. A single his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Eric Miller, the left-hander, up and throwing. Back, getting loose as well. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
One down. Brenton Doyle stepping in now for the Yankees. In there at the knees for a strike.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies. There goes the runner. Pitch
I got a ball,
misses.
1 strike.
Safe at second, and that was not close. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Outside low. The count now 2-2. Squirts away a little bit. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
He just hasn't had it in this one. Been fighting himself out there, and that's just another example of it. We'll see if he can find it at all while he's still out there.
Yankees up by 3. Wisely tosses the first, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Jose Ramirez stepping in now for the Yankees. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Runner takes off. Throws. Safe.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Move to second, and he dives back in safely. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. And misses inside. Chisholm on at second with 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. ground looking. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing. Back here in New York,
Leading
ready
off
now for the 5th inning. And now, Willie Adames. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lindor on to first. And they get Adames for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gerard Encarnacion.
Gerard Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fastball for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the 3rd out of the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching for
back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Eric Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Juan Soto.
Leading up for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Kind of an interesting pitch selection there with the defense shifted to the pull side. Pitch is on the outside corner, and that made it pretty easy for him just to punch it the other way.
Here comes Aaron Judge, and it's caught for the out.
Tough play right there. He had to catch an absolute bolt off the bat from a close distance. He was holding that runner on at first, so he really had to get in a good position before the ball was hit to make that play.
So here is Bryce Harper. He is struck out, and he is walked. That's down and in. A slider missed. Soto at first, 1 gone. Next offering is fouled back. And the
That's ball
1-2
two.
misses to even the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Francisco
Now
Lindor
batting,
comes up to the plate.
shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, strike
0-1
one
is
is
the
so
count.
critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Two outs. Inside,
that's a
just missed. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now
That's
2
ball
on
4. Take your
and 2
base.
outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning
Now
alive,
batting,
puts a runner
the
into
catcher,
scoring position,
Yankees.
and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. 1 for 2. That's ripped. Base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Check
Ball
swing,
one,
and
no
he held
strike.
up.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
Now this is in the air down the line. Ramos should have this one and makes the grab. And that's the inning. And the Yankees leave them loaded. They lead 4-0. Welcome back as we
Leading
take
off
a
for
look
the
at how
Giants,
today's
the
starting
catcher,
pitchers have
number
fared so
14,
far.
Patrick Bailey.
Wu back to work. And that's a little bit high. 1-0.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand
That's
pretty
ball
much
2.
all game.
2-2 the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working
batting,
together to finish him
second
off with the
baseman,
fastball.
Brett
And even though the location
Wisely.
probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez on his way over, makes the grab, 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good
batter,
coming in,
the
but
third
it's so
baseman,
hard to
Matt
get on top of as a hitter.
Chapman.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tristan Beck. He last pitched
Now
2 days ago.
for the Giants, number 43, Tristan Beck.
Brenton
Leading
Doyle
up for
stepping
the
in now
Yankees,
for the Yankees.
the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So man aboard, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Just missed. That one's in there. That's strike 2. Inside, almost got him.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That's a laser base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Man at first with 1 gone. Juan Soto now 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Runner on the move. Well struck right field. That one's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind.
The
It's
right
blowing
fielder,
in from
number
right field
99,
right now.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. Runner on the go again. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Seeing if he can get Judge to chase right there. Now 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Beck checks the runner. Ramirez back in on a dive. Ramirez at second with 2 down.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Chapman over to first in time. Judge out on the play. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run, and the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
That catches the corner.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at-bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one. So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge is there. Makes the catch for the out.
The batter, the left fielder, Elliott.
So now it's
Ramos.
the 4-hole hitter, Elliott Ramos. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball still 0-2. And it stays fair. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Stepping in, Willie Adames. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Man on second, 2 down. Just off the inside edge. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
No, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit long.
Now this one gets through. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Now batting, right fielder, Gerard.
So two down. Now it's going to be Gerard and Encarnacion. And first offering is fouled off. Adames off of first with 2 away. Ball one there. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs. That one 95 to finish him off. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now in the Bronx.
Leading off
set
for
for
the
the last
Yankees,
half of the 7th.
the first
And
baseman,
stepping in for the
Bryce.
Yankees, Bryce Harper.
Harper.
Fastball for a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
In the air, left field, down the line. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here is Francisco Lindor. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
The 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Look out, way inside. Harper up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Ground ball left side. Gets it to first. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Here's the catcher to
Now
hit,
batting,
Yainer
the
Diaz.
catcher, Yainer Diaz.
On the ground to the left. Chapman over to first in time. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson.
2 down, base is
Merrill.
empty. Jackson Merrill will hit next. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tristan Beck out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
Giants,
Rogers comes on
number
now.
71.
And with the big deficit on the
Tyler
scoreboard, he almost has to
Rogers.
just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Brenton Doyle stepping in now for the Yankees. And a strike on the outside edge. Merrill at second with 2 down. Now 1-1. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
1 ball.
Man,
2
that
strikes.
was pretty gross right there.
That one misses, and the count is even 2-2.
2 balls. 2
Runner at
strikes.
second, 2 down. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Rips one to right. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Next pitch is
that's out.
outside. Runner on the go. Pitch
That's
misses. Throw there. Safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that
got
one
3 and
almost
2.
got him. That's out to center field. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 7 and the Giants 1. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
0-1.
And that's not outdated. And a foul ball.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Hard hit, right side. Harper takes it himself. First out in the top of the 8th.
The catcher, number 14, Patrick Bailey.
Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that is out of play. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that
Nope, that's a ball.
misses. And that's ball 1. foul ball. Swings and misses. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
2 down, nobody on.
Aye.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Pitch
That's a
misses
ball.
there. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So now back to the top of the order. And here is Matt Chapman. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat. As here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Now pitching for the
And
New
we've got
York
ourselves
Yankees,
a pitching change. And Joyce.
number 48.
He's making his second appearance of the season.
Good.
Way
Oh,
high.
that's high.
Two outs.
Inside, ball 2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Sneaks through, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now two on with 2
The
outs.
center fielder.
Oh, you never like to
number
cut it that
3.
close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or
1-1
another.
the count.
Lee stands in now and watches strike 1. This one smacked out to left center. Doyle makes a nice running catch. Giants leave a couple. They're down 7-1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the inning. And now Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Juan Soto stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And that misses off the outside edge. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Let's go, Yankees!
Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Just off the outside edge.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Runner takes off. Swing at a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone. A 2-run shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it did, Bird. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
Next to hit, Aaron Judge. And that one fouled off. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
On the corner for a strike, and it's 1-2.
1 ball.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across to the frame near the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one outside. Now 2-2. Slider misses outside. Swing and a chopper out to short. Adames the throw to first. Judge out on the play.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home
next for
run.
the Yankees,
Not allowing
the
it to
first
stay
baseman,
in the head,
Bryce
but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Bryce Harper to the plate. That misses the zone. And that is ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Off the mark there, and it's 2-0.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Just missed. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Fastball for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find the zone.
Second walk of the game for him,
Now
and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Swing and a tapper, and that chance handled. To first, Lindor retired. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. And it's through for a hit. Harper around third. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. And they now lead by 9. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tyler Rogers won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Randy
number
Rodriguez.
73.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Man at first, Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees. And a slider misses down and away. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. He'll score. Man at second here with 2 away. Now the left fielder, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Slice down the right side. That's a base hit. Merrill around third. Now a long throw home. In there. He scores. And the lead continues to grow. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First offering, and it just misses. Doyle off of first with 2 away. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, third baseman,
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. Inside move to second. Doyle back on a dive. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. Through 8 full, Yankees 12 and the Giants 1. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Wade Jr.
Joyce back to work. And foul ball. That's in there, and that is strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. And that was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. That one in triple digits. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground at first, Harper. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Willie Adames.
So they're down to their final out. Now a chance for Willie Adames. That one a little bit high. Ball one. And that one hammered. Going back on this one. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 12-2.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting a ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
So 2 away with nobody on. And the batter now, Herrera Encarnacion. That one down the line, and that's just foul. That's in there, and it's 0-2. The Giants down to their final strike. Outside. Now 1-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the.
Got it, and that's the ball game.
Well, another night, another win. This team is a must-watch right now. Even if it goes late, there's a rain delay, extra innings. People are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
And your final 12-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.